I'll do it now. Come on.
Who the fuck are you?
Wait. It's not filming yet, is it? Wait a minute. Okay, tell me when.
You blew it already, you turkey.
Rewind it, kid.
Get out of here.
I'm gonna crown you with one of these babies. She just want to see the effort, that's all.
Senior Falls. Play in one act.
All right, tell me what it
Take
took
two.
down.
One scene, one act.
What is that? Tax package. Like they're not always trying to run us out of here. Hey, Williams Industries. Where's the act?
And looking at your clothes, you you're thinking I'll take the nibble of you.
This is your iron.
So where's
My clothes are in the closet, and I want you to iron them. And there is no act. There's no show tonight.
All right.
Unless that dickhead comes by.
Turn down that TV.
That was me.
This place is falling apart.
Leave that wall alone. That's for the floors.
You think you know it all?
I do.
Why don't you iron that goddamn thing? Where's the act?
There is no act. There's a letter.
Where is it, Bill?
My mother wrote me a letter today.
Oh, great. Well, that ought to brighten your day.
With $2,000 back on 89 stamps, $2,000 back on 89 stamps, $1,500 back on lights, $3,000 back on HT, $1,000 back on just Subaru. With all that cash back standard, you can raise your standard a limit.
So what's your mother have to say?
Just enough to let you know your family is still here.
Well, you're better, Quinn. You should have gone away in that dump.
A couple of weeks ago, Annette, Ken, and Heather went to North Dakota. Brian still had final exams in his job at Action Park, so he stayed home. The state police located Annette and Ken on the day they were going to start home and notified them that Ryan had been...
What's Action Park?
I don't know, someplace in New Jersey or something.
What do they do there?
It's an amusement park.
Well, what do you do
They
there?
have commercials all the time. Don't you even watch the stupid fucking TV all the time?
Well, you go to Action Park, and what do you do? Nothing? And why do they call it Action Park? Maybe they ought to call it Nothing Park.
Hey, Jack.
Hi.
Listen, you pay a lot of money to get into that park. Leave it alone. I don't know, at least $15 a day.
Well, there she is.
How are you doing, Jack?
Hi, Jack.
Okay. Why don't you come have a seat with us?
I'm in, Jack.
This is a show. Are you? This is a
We
show.
were just talking about you, Jack.
What are you really?
Come on in, have a seat.
No, this is your dad. This is your dad. It's supposed to be your dad.
Have a seat, old buddy.
Jack, man.
Hey, hey, you.
You want to get me up here?
The doorway.
Good question.
Hey, yo.
It's 12
Hey, Shaggy. Are you the guy that's supposed to be the musician tonight?
Yeah.
How come you didn't bring your guitar?
Buzz. You got broken.
Craig, where in the hell is that leaving me?
Yeah,
Play the
I just
piano?
got this letter from my mother.
Well, let's hear it.
Listen, I don't want to have any musicians here tonight.
What are you talking about?
I need a little bit of time to relax.
You gotta be out of your
Sick of all the
mind.
fucking noise.
What puts this stupid shit in your head? We're gonna close the goddamn function, get a letter from your boss saying your goddamn dog died? walks down Pearl Street. You know, the board up for years. Anything you can say about the military? Did you do that? Man, you're a real good manager.
I'm not getting a beard. Do I look like a waitress?
Don't get her well.
What's your name again?
Hey, is that the phone? Is the phone ringing?
It's that goddamn musician. I can't even anything that's going on.
Can't even think of that.
Leave it, goddamn.
For you. What happened to the musicians? Goddamn musicians, man. Can't tell them for nothing.
I missed you that next week.
All right. What the hell was the matter with these goddamn musicians?
I was
Why are they
worried.
so goddamn lazy? They don't want to get up until 12 noon. They come in at 5 o'clock, stinking of bootleg gin. Out of it, this business is driving me crazy. Turn that goddamn television down. What the hell is this anyway? What's the matter with you? Why are you always just standing here? Why don't you do something?
Why don't you do something? Do you see anybody in this fucking club? No! Not a single person! We are losing money daily on this stupid club. Your goddamn musicians fuck up the piano every time they play. Have to have tuners come in every other week.
Where have I heard that before?
Meanwhile, I get these letters from my mother. My cousin has gotten into a car accident. It's a very serious affair. And I wish that you would just shut up.
I got a
and let
letter
me have
too. I got a letter too. See this? I got it today. I didn't open it. I'm gonna open it now, okay? It's from Together. Yeah. All right? Let me tell you what they say.
And I think you should take them up on it.
What age person do you wish to meet? Somebody who has a little bit of sense. That's what age. Are you concerned about your date's religious affiliation? As long as she believes her heart, I don't care what she is. She can be a goddamn Easter Island cannibal. Do you prefer to meet someone who is single, divorced, widowed, doesn't matter? I wish I had met some goddamn widow woman that would have the sense to appreciate what I'm doing here 18 hours a day. Do I ever take a break? No. Half the time, though, all I ever see around here is you sitting on your keister, worrying about some dead sparrow you found outside the street, or some goddamn dead dog that somebody ran over.
Why don't you just leave me the fuck alone?
You wish to date someone who is self-educated, some college, bachelor's degree, master's degree, PhD. Yeah, a PhD. That's what you got, lady. A PhD. And fucking laziness. Yeah, now she cleans up. Now she cleans up. She doesn't do it before. You gotta burn the damn house down before they put a goddamn hydrant in. What interests would you like to share with somebody? Competitive sports.
You wanna know what I think about this?
You're supposed to fall down, Francis.
I don't care about these goddamn letters that you receive in the mail. You don't have anything important going on in your life. And you just make mine miserable. Turn the goddamn sander off.
Well, if I don't do it, no one else is going to do it. I'd like to see you soil your beautiful white hands on it. I don't see you cleaning the goddamn drains. I don't see you removing the sump pump and putting it away. I don't see you taking it.
You wanna look like a plumber?
What?
They're doing you, Joseph.
Yep. Take that. This is, huh? What's the matter with you? What are you doing?
Sex and drugs and rock and roll.
Kick him in the ball. Kick him in the ball.
Are you taking customers?
All right.
Are you taking customers?
Where's our musician? Where is he?
You scared the musician? Yeah.
Oh, sure.
That's great. Yeah, that's great. WWF right there.
myself by seizing control of the available technology, which is to be put not to the uses of socialization, but selfish megalomania. I'd just like to say a little something about a club I went to, and then we'll start the musical portion of our performance. I went to Stitches on Sunday night, and I'd like to deconstruct a Stitches set. Gilligan's Island. Jim Backus's wife had droopy tits. They call it flag burning. They ought to call it fag burning. That's what I'd like to see. My Jack Nicholson impression. Jack Nicholson as a singular-celled being.
All right, you spotless sheets, get out of my way.
Troubles with my car. The drivers around here, I just can't believe them. I saw a guy trying to park in a handicapped zone. And I said to him, why are you parking in a handicapped zone? And he said, I'm an emotional cripple. This town, too much. What about them Red Sox? Thank you. You're all beautiful.
We love you.
Jack Nicholson doing Thurston Howell III.
Well, lovey, if you don't borrow my money, I'm gonna kill you.
Thank you. Jack Nicholson doing George Bush.
All right, you sand monkeys, if you don't let Bill Buckley go, it's gonna be curtains for you.
Thank you. What about themselves? Thank you. You're beautiful. Really beautiful. I watch television. How many of you out there watch television? I knew we had some television watchers in the audience. Thank you. My 5 minutes is almost up. I would like to end with this. Can't find a parking spot in this city? I saw a bumper sticker the other day. It said, the world is too big, so you might as well stay at home. Thank you. Boy, a really cold audience tonight, isn't it? Hey, folks, you gotta have guts to come up and do this. I'm sorry. I guess I never should have come up here. The Stitches Act. Thank you. And now here's a man who is about the exact opposite of all of those crummy acts that you see in Stitches. No, actually, Stitches is okay. It's a showcase for new talent. But here's a man that doesn't need to rely on mere showcases to display his talent. Why? He's ready to go with the drop of a hat. His name is Mr. Fred Bates.
Long way down for his hat.
Whoa. A little nervous tonight. Forgive me. See, it's been a very scary life. See, I've got a fear of heights, you know?
Oh my God.
No, it's fun being tall, though. The other day I was in a McDonald's. The girl behind the counter says, boy, you sure are tall. How tall are you? I said, I'm about 6'8½", but I was in here yesterday, and I was only 5 feet tall. I had a double cheeseburger, and I want to talk to the manager right now. It's fun being tall. I get tired of people asking me the same questions all the time, though, you know? Like, you know, how tall are you? How's the weather up there? Do you play basketball? You know, just for once, I'd like to answer them differently, you know? How's the weather up there? Did you grow up and find out? Do you play basketball? No, I'm a jockey. How's the weather up there? It's raining. Stephen Wright. Stephen Wright's a comic that I admire, and if you bear with me, I'd like to do my Stephen Wright imitation. Stephen Wright. Stephen Wright. I had trouble finding my way over here tonight. Went to a gas station. Told the guy there I was lost. He said that I wasn't lost at all. They had just gone and moved everything else around. Megan? Let's see. Bates. Bates is my last name. People make fun of that name. Of course, there's Master, but that's a different story. Norman. Norman Bates. I'd like to do my imitation of Norman Bates. But mother, she's a very nice girl. She's a whore. Thank you. God, I wonder if they, a gun store, that buys and sells and fixes guns, how do they know that they're being held up or not, I mean, God, after a while they get old, bring in the gun. Here it is, oh my God, okay. God, why is it that psychic fairs have to advertise, I can't figure that out. I called somebody up the other day and I got a wrong number. So I asked the person, why the hell did you pick up the goddamn phone? I call information, and they give me a totally different number altogether. They said, that's not the same number I had at all. God, it takes a lot to get me upset sometimes. Don't you think people who make obscene phone calls should go to work for one of those phone sex lines, I do. Cambridge, I like Cambridge. I saw an animal activist walk up to this lady who had a long fur coat on. It was the middle of summer, it made a lot of sense, but walks up to her and he goes, lady, do you know how many little animals it took to kill to make that coat? She said, just one, but it was my dog. Seriously, folks, seriously. Seriously is a funny word. Accident on the expressway today, 1 killed, 2 injured, 1 seriously. What is that? What does that make your other injury? Fucking funny or something? Family dog bit him on the balls and impact. You Jill. Hope you all had a happy Independence Day. What with that anti-abortion ruling by the Supreme Court, it's kind of reassuring for me anyhow to know that even though 75% of the people are pro-choice, that 6 men can decide everybody's, fate. It's real nice to know, Yeah. Kind of ticks me off. But I wonder if the parents, whose children are, anti-abortion, when these parents watch their children on television, and they see their children with their fat black glasses and their real thick fat necks and their southern drawls talking about the of the unborn, I wonder if their parents ever turn to each other and say, Martha, we really should have had an abortion. People are pretty upset about the tax hikes. After all we have to do is now pay, Medicare and some nursing homes, People are bitching and moaning about tax hikes, Real simple-minded, no tax, Yeah, kind of ticks me out. It freaks me out though, the same people who complain the most about taxes are the ones who buy the most lottery tickets, I just can't figure that, can't figure that out one at all, Yeah. Man whose stutter died today. He was pronounced dead. Mr. George Blackman? Jim Backus, the guy whose voice is Mr. Magoo, and Mr. Howell on our shared consciousness of Gilligan's Islands, it's like, he died last week. It's kind of strange, they pulled his body out of a wrecked car next to a Californian roller coaster, where moments before witnesses were said to have heard, "Oh, Magoo, you've done it again." I'm waiting for a cigarette that really says it the way it is. I'm waiting for a full-bodied cigarette that's called carcinogens, Carcinogens. Finally a cigarette worth dying for, condoms make for safer sex. Why is it I slipped on one last year and broke my arm? That's what I'd like to know. What a good name for a vibrator company, be Genital Motors? Would a surgeon who specializes in sex changes be considered a womanizer, It comes as a surprise for some of you to learn that in spite of all the high technology and advanced procedures involved in a modern day liver transplant, that the only thing that's used to transport the liver between the bodies is one of those Igloo Playmate lunch coolers. I just hope there's not a mix-up, you know? I can just see during the dramatic point in the operation when the liver is supposed to come off the ice. Out come the bologna and cheese sandwiches, huh? Yeah. Suppose the human liver would kind of bring down the beach party too, you know? Yeah. I wonder if they, I wonder if a schizophrenic says, "Oh, it all began back when I was just kids." Huh? Does a schizophrenic like themselves? Are they among friends? I don't know. Oh, back when I was just kids. I was a lot younger. Anyhow, I'd like to leave you all with a social observation. That's that the problem with your average person is that they're like most folks. You folks have been great. Good night.
Yes, the Comedy Indians were surrounding the Alamo Comedy Club. And then Fred Bates came and said, "I'm taking charge here." I'd like to bring on Sky Blues. A warm welcome to them.
You gotta turn us on and turn us off, Francis. Right there, there's a little switch over there. Clap.
He, she, it.
Do some new things in there today, huh?
Actually, I think I'll play a little harmonica. No. Any of you all out there, you all are waiting to perform, or you're spectators? Oh, great. Well, you'll like these folks.
Oh, yeah.
They try hard to please. It's fabulous.
Check. Testing, 1, 2. Ben and John, where are you? Check. I knew we should have done that sound check.
Sounds good.
So yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
When I saw you about 3 weeks ago, you were mentioning about getting together a tape, but I wasn't able to be here the last week.
Yeah. So I'm here every week. And you did the show, but I don't have it right now. I can have it next week.
Okay, that's just as well, because I'm running a little short on cash, but I'm still interested.
I'm gonna have it next week and after the show.
Well, I'll let you know. Okay. Good, I'll run myself.
Okay, great. So,
I'll be here ready. You know, if not next week, the week after, however, you know, you got time to.
see, my difficulty is that if I make it up and it's ready next week and then I run out of money after that, then I have to work. So that's why I don't have it this week. That means I have to use it for something else. Okay, so it's no big deal. You know, it means I gotta take my chance the next day if I don't have any money to get there with.
He's trying to understand.
Want me to write you a check now? Whenever you get it, you know.
She's not just a plaything.
But no, that'd be cool.
She's flesh and blood. Just like a
start feeling better.
Thanks, folks. One avant-garde comedy. Come on.
Well, next up we have Dan, and whoever else all wants to get up here like Chad Crumm, had better get their licks in mighty quick, because we're going to be shutting down pretty soon, but Dan. And our thanks to the Sky Blues for lighting up the stage like 1,000 points.
Thank you.
6 minutes of freedom. All right. Is that right?
Dan.
All right. Is everything all right? All right. Wow, that's great. My name is Dan. Look at the myriad shells shining due to the sun. Side by side with bottles, metal and junk. Children cut their newborn beats as the tide and beachfront property bleed into one. A junkie arrives on the scene with his deputy lovers. Finds a variety of doctors leftovers. The sun sinks happily in the sea. His needle and arm acting mimicry slaves done. Every time I see the sunshine, it makes me wanna go blind. When I see what's shining on with it, make me wanna sing this song. We don't have to do what we're told. I said we don't have to do what we're told. But we'll just tell our children what our parents told us when we get old. There's a taste of bloody apathy in the air. You can talk to your peers, but they're unaware. You can write your congressman, he don't care. When you speak to your parents, they just stand and stare. What kind of drugs do you want, my son? What's the matter here? Am I the one? We don't have to do what we're told. We don't have to do what we're told. We'll just laugh knowingly, kind of chuckle. It's kind of smile. What are you tell us when we get old? Right. Great, yeah, all right. I guess I have time for like one more song?
Yeah. Only if you're quick.
I think soon.
Put your head down.
What? I guess that's it, eh?
God, you knew that was it before you started.
Buddha, Confucius, Jesus, they all prefer to be known by one name, and, well, neither he nor I consider him in the same league as these great sages, but nonetheless, I give you the name of the plan, Dan. Big hand for him, please. Especially since I'm embarrassed about it. He says I didn't embarrass him. That was another name for Dan to be such a good. Yeah, give me some. Well, before we bring Brian up here, I'd like to do a quick 3 minutes. I've already, oh, I'm sorry, Chad. Chad, we thought maybe you should close the show since you're such an institutional feature here. I mean, I didn't mean it the way it sounded.
Just bring them up, Francis. You've already had your 3 minutes.
Oh, now look at this. Another country heard from. All right. Well, 1.5 minutes already gone. Let's just go. Dun, 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 dun. I was thinking, you know, they have these theories that if you gave an infinity of chimps an infinity of time, these chimps would type the entire works of William Shakespeare. Well, I think that this is possible because anything's possible when you're dealing with infinite numbers. But what if you had a slightly less than infinite amount of chimps? Would they sort of make little mistakes? Like, there are more things in heaven and earth that are dreamed of in your philosophy, Simba. Alas, poor Chiquita, I knew him well. Or, gee, I don't know. Get thee to a petting zoo, Ophelia. Or, to be or not to be, or to swing from a tree. That is the question. You know, it could be worse, you know, this whole situation. It could be far worse. We could be in Nebraska. You know, in Nebraska, that the mentally impaired and convicted felons have the right to bear arms. Just the kind of place I want to hang out in parking lots of. Downtown, what's the capital of Nebraska? Is anybody here handy with capital? Lincoln. All right, so here I am in downtown Lincoln with a Derringer in my boot, you know, and some guy comes up to me and says, "Should I kill you?" I don't know. Before I go, I'd like to say a word about an organization I belong to. In a paradoxical way, I'm both ashamed and proud to rely on the help of social service agencies to rid me of my inner demons. Well, I had this problem. I have to admit, I had this problem. I would go to work, communion wine on my breath, reeking of incense. I would have 3-hour prayer breaks. My Catholicism was getting out of hand, so I joined the Catholics Anonymous, and I took the 10-point pledge. I am a Catholic. I do not believe in the power of a supreme being to order my life. Well, before too long, I drifted out of Catholicism and I started a whole new life for myself. But then I found myself reading the horoscope in the daily paper. I found myself throwing the tarot for the most trivial of things that I had to have done. I began to worship the stain on Gorbachev's head. Before long, I was offering up blood sacrifices to Satan. So I joined Satanists Anonymous, and I took the 10-point pledge. We do not believe in the power of a horned devil to cause universal mischief and chaos. And now I'm back where I started, because I'm my own worst enemy. I have the 5-foot shelf of self-hurt books. How to be your own worst enemy, how to lose friends and intimidate people. Francis DiMenno, this is the face of the enemy, you know, all that stuff. But the thing is, I never published these manuscripts. In fact, I burned them because on my own worst enemy. I wake myself up at midnight with a pre-recorded telephone call which says, "We are holding you down at the old warehouse. If you're not there by 3 a.m., something terrible will happen to you." And just to spite myself, I don't show up. Because of my own worst enemy. Well, you've all been a lovely audience. I'm so drained of affect at this point, I can't even put together coherent sentences. But I think I can pull myself together just long enough to introduce our next guest, whose name is the one, the only, the inimitable, the fantastic, the phantasmagorical, and all them other groovy things. Brian.
Today. Beggars can't be choosers, just sit down and play.
What? Hello? Everybody can hear me? Everybody can talk? Okay, I'm going to do a couple of originals, a little social commentary. And the first one is called White Awakening.
I think tune it to yours.
When I woke up the other day, I started looking at things in a different way. Saw the sun and was happy for it. Inside my heart I felt a little piece of it. Something like me to be. I said, hey, do you know what it's like to be free? Love love's all around. In the sky and it's in the ground. Love love's all around. But once it's got you are forever bound. Saw a rabbit hopping right by me. I said, hey rabbit, are you as happy as me? Saw the trees rustling in the cold wind. To me it sounded like the greatest church hymn. Saw the birds flying from tree to tree. I said, hey birds, do you know what it's like to be free? Love love's all around. It's in the signs and it's in the sounds. Love love's all around. But once it's got you are forever bound. When I went to bed at the end of that day, I had a dream that drove that happiness away. I dreamed of death and how all things must die. Then I woke to the sound of a baby crying. Realized that without death there is no life, and without darkness there can be no sunrise. Love love's all around. It's in the poets and it's in the clowns. Love love's all around, but once it's got you are forever bound. All around.
Our feature for tonight was to be the band of color, but I guess it's a sort of lucky thing. Oh, another hand for Brian, by the way.
Yes.
No one can shout out. But, Kevin of the band of color has kindly assented to do the yeoman task of representing his band. So we can get Kevin up here to perform, if Kevin is still here. Did Kevin vanish? Oh, Kevin. Slowly, oh God, probably enjoying the sights. Whistling at the pretty gals, counting the license plates from out of state. Just doing them kind of things, hitting, stepping on the pump there at the gas station. Kevin is in parts unknown. Well, we have so many seasoned performers who are just jumping at the brass ring and trying to get a chance to perform, but I'd like to call another one of them up here. His name is Mr. Chad Crumm. I want to mention this news. It is news. There will not be an open mic here next week, but you can count on there being one 2 weeks from now, on the 26th. I'll be hanging around here just to explain to people who come to the open mic that there isn't an open mic today. So maybe we'll have a little party instead, shoot up firecrackers, perform all sorts of mischief, roll marbles down the hall so that Dad trips on them, that kind of thing. Oh, there's Kevin. Kevin, you can close the show for us if you don't mind. But now here's Chad Crumm, the amazing, the one, the only.
Yeah.
I'm lying on the hallway floor. My knees to my chest, my back to the door. The light in the kitchen seems a million miles away. I feel myself breathing like a hurricane. I don't see no water, but I feel like I'm gonna drown. I don't see no fire, but I feel like I'm burning down, burning down. Sergeant, I surrender me. Grow a tree on my face for eternity. I eat myself alive from the inside out. I ran myself over with a twist and shout. I don't see no water, but I feel like I'm gonna drown. I don't see no fire, but I feel like I'm burning down, burning down. Years ago, a freight train busted through my bedroom door. Full throttle, barking like a diesel-fed whore. Gaping like a steam shovel, hungry for a meal. Flattened my face with 1,000 tons of steel. I don't see no water, but I feel like I'm gonna drown. I don't see no fire, but I feel like I'm burning down, burning down. Arms extended like an infant child, eating the surface of the ocean with an infinite smile. I don't see no water, but I feel like I'm gonna drown. I don't see no fire, but I feel like I'm burning down, burning down. I'm lying on the hallway floor, my knees to my chest, my back to the door. The light in the kitchen seems a million miles away. I feel myself breathing like a hurricane. I don't see no water, but I feel like I'm gonna drown. I don't see no fire, but I feel like I'm burning down, burning down.
The soundtrack of Badlands, performed by Mr. Chad Crumm. I like the kid Chad. Chad's music really is something else. Another big hand for him. And thanks to Chad for closing our show tonight. It's a short show. Really good.
We gotta go.
And my parents asked me what I was doing. And I said, Mom, Dad, I'm a bum. And they said, no, you're not, you're a doctor. And I said, no, Mom and Dad, I'm a bum. I went to the annual Hobos Convention. It was in Hoboken, New Jersey. I didn't ride the rails to get there, though. I hid in the bathroom of an Amtrak train, going upscale. Well, when I got there, I got up and I said, I am a hobo. And I took the 12-point pledge. I said, I do not believe in the power of cigars that I find on the pavement and riding the rails to order my life. And then my life got back to normal. I became an air guitarist. But I was a very bad air guitarist because I was in New York City and the air was so bad. So I went to Air Guitarists Anonymous. And I took the 12-point pledge. I said, I am an air guitarist. I do not believe in the power of air guitar to impress pretty girls. Well, now there's no meaning or purpose left to my life. So I became an elocutionist. It got really bad. I used to get up on stage and distinctly pronounce words. So I ended up at Elocutionist Anonymous. We do not believe in the power of distinctly pronounced words to bring order into a chaotic universe. Yeah, I'm on shaky ground. I pick my own pockets, but there's never any money in them, so it doesn't make any difference. You know, I'm half Italian and I'm half Polish, and there's a big difference between the way Italian kids talk to their parents and the way the Polish kids talk to their parents. An Italian son will say, but you know what a Polish kid will say? They'll say, Dad, listen to me! So I'm half Italian, half Polish, and half the time I was going Ma, and the other half of the time I'm yelling at an idiot. Yeah, I'm in pretty shaky ground. When I yell at idiots, I'm usually looking in the mirror. You know, it might be inappropriate to bring this up, but music is a mirror. Yeah. It's like a mirror of the soul. You might not have anything else. You might not have a home, you might not have a job, you might not have a girlfriend, you might not have anything. But if you have music, well, you got something. Really, it's all numbers. If you put the numbers together in the right way, you get beautiful music, like the music we're hearing here.